Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summon is War video. How are your collab summons going? I know a lot of people have already summoned. I have been getting DMs, private messages saying that I could use their account to test the new Nat 5s, LD Nat 5s. And really, if YouTube was my full-time job, I'll be all over it. I'll be accepting all those requests. I'll actually be asking people if I could use their account for a video. But sadly, that's not the case. I have a full-time job. I rarely have time even to do the account improvements. I am so behind. I have like 10 to 15 people waiting all the time for the account improvements. And then on top of that, I have to make my own content. So I'm sorry if I can't accept your request or accept your offer to make videos on the new Nat 5s. I'll probably be late because I'll be summoning later. I do think I'll be buying the new packs. I will buy all 3 of the $100 packs and be summoning them. And if I get something new, I'll test it with my account because, like I said, I barely have time to improve my own and test my own account because I'm just so busy. I just think that's more fun. But today is something different. Today we'll be talking about Siege because the Siege tournament is going to start soon, probably like in a day or two. And our guild finally changed our defenses. Some are still the same because we have good win rate with that. So the one with good win rate are still there. A majority of the other stuff have changed. I'll show you guys the defenses. Some I'll show you guys the runes, and I'll also talk more in depth in other videos for my Patreons to look at, the turn order, the builds, so on and so forth. Hope you guys watch till the end. If you do, please like and subscribe, and let's get right in. Okay, so I am farming R5 because I need better grinds. I feel the need of legend grinds the more I rune out for Siege, because we're not just going with the conventional violent will all around. If you have certain units, you sometimes go despair. Violent destroy, a destroy set is very strong. So I just need better grinds for those runes that I have. Now, for the defense, I'll show you guys mine because it kind of shows you guys what we're running. We are still going to run the Prohalls, Tesaria, and Tyrannus because the win rate of mine isn't that bad, 24, 27, and we're kind of following what Jan is running. Jan is also still running the Prohalls, Tesaria, and Tyrannus, where he has a 50-47 record. If people are wondering what he got all around, 200 wins, 203 wins, and 130 losses. He ran this for multiple seasons, and it's been getting a great record. I just started running it this season, so I can't really show you guys how it did in the past, but it's not too shabby. Right, 24, 27, yes, it's in the negatives, but still like 40% win rate. I think that's still pretty good for a high G2, low G3. I don't feel comfortable saying that this time though, because we did lose. Well, we did get second place in G2 twice, the final 2 Siege battles, and we ended G1. So maybe we're no longer, high G2, low G3. We were there most of the time, but I don't know what happened. The past 2 sieges, we just got, pushed out. So I'm sorry if you guys feel offended if I say our guild is, high G2, low G3, because obviously the record in this season does not portray that. But we usually do hover around there. That's where we usually play. So please don't feel offended. If you guys watch my previous Siege battle videos, you guys will see that it's either in G2 or in G3. So we're running that. We're also still running the Harmonia Vigorous Skogul, and that actually has a positive record, 2011. Also, I just started running this in this season, so 2011 is the record overall. But if I show you guys Jan's is insane. So this one right here, right? If you look at that, 63-15. 63-15, guys. And overall, 180 wins, 66 losses. So if you guys are interested in how we make this defense, I showed you guys the runes beforehand already in a previous video. Look it up on my channel. I think it's titled something like "This Siege Defense is Still Really Good" or something like that. But I know many people already watched it. So if you guys want to know how we built this, and also if you guys want to know the rune quality of this, please check that out because I disclose it all in that video. I am not going to show you guys the runes for those 2 defenses in this video because I do think it's irrelevant. Although they did change a little, they're still almost the same. I did have to make some other defenses and pull some other runes. So I do think this team here got a tad slower, like 5 speed all around. And this is actually the same, almost the same. So now the new ones that people are probably interested in are the ones down here. So you can see that we're running this Nat 4 defense, Clara, Esher, Monte. And Monte is really strong these days. It's the aspect of RNG is just so good. So there's two ways that you could build this defense. One is you make this a violent Esher, and it will not go first. So usually it's Esher, Clara, Monte, something like that. But you could make this a violent Esher. Then Monte will also be violent, but Monte will go first. So Monte will go in, use skill 3, even though if you're lucky, you could bring the HP down really low. And then your Esher is usually on a crit damage build or something like that, crit rate build, something that does like hits pretty hard. And then it kind of snipes it out, or even, you know, the Clara can add up to that. So I'm gonna show you guys the runes for this one. I'm okay with showing runes because I'm pretty sure like what? 10% of the Summoners War population watch my videos. Yes, a couple of G2, G3 players do watch my videos sometimes. I don't think they'll, you know, share my runes to their guilds when they meet us and say, hey, this is the rune quality. You guys could just look at this and outspeed it however you want. I mean, if they do, it's fine because I am a YouTuber. I am showing this to everybody, so I can't really stop them from doing that. I will not show my guildmates runes. So I'm okay taking the loss. I mean, yes, it's not good for the guild, but I don't think we're meeting anybody high up anyways. Come on, we ended G1. During the tourney, we'll meet G1 players. It's fine. I think it's fine. And I do think we'll be changing defenses more often starting now, so who knows. But this is my Clara. Oh, let's go in turn order. So I am going a Swift Esher. So Esher is going first, 329 speed. It's a crit rate build, as you can see. Swift Blade, pretty high HP, pretty good crit rate, some accuracy. That's about it. Going first, and I believe Monte is going last, or is going second. This is 280. Monte is going last. So Clara here, Violent Shield, 280, 85 crit rate, 86 accuracy. So we got everything that we needed, right? High attack. I think all the artifacts are additional damage artifacts in some way. Yeah. So I'm hoping it does some damage because we need to dish out a lot of damage from the artifacts because a lot of these guys are not on crit damage and they're not known to do a lot of damage in the first place unless you have a defense break, which can happen because Clara's on Violent, but I do think it is weak against probably like Kinkies and stuff. If Kinkies come in, then the Monte really needs to do his job. And finally, the Monte that's on Violent Blade on a crit damage build. It's low crit rate, I know, but it's the best we could do on 276 build. I think the runes overall look great. I think more additional damage stuff. I think everything is additional damage in most cases here. Yeah, so I'm hoping, oh no, this is like more crit damage focus, but that's fine because he's on a high crit rate build. So that's this defense. We're running a full tower of these. I'm hoping it does something. I don't know how it'll do. I think Jan ran it already early on and he started off with the 4-1, but you guys have to remember Jan's rune quality is just insane, so I can't really compare it with myself. But anyways, this is the Chandra, Nora, Kinky. To be honest, this wasn't like one of the priority defenses. I think this is my 4th defense that I created, or 3rd. So the Nora is actually pretty slow on the Violent Will build. Yeah, 268. That's pretty slow to be honest, and we only have 61 accuracy. This is bringing in 21%, so that's 82. So I'm hoping that still plays a part, and you know, taking less damage is what we focused on. We have the Chandra, the speed lead on Violent Revenge, really tanky, pretty fast for a Chandra. Chandra base speed is horrendous, 96. That's really bad, so it's 250 speed, but we did get a lot of attack, a lot of defense, a lot of HP, and I did Devilmon the Chandra because we're finally using him. I also, you know, squeezed in 50% crit rate so that we could get some extra damage. 18% accuracy for the stun, and we're getting a little more here, 4%, not the best. Finally, the Kinky that's on Violent Destroy. Destroy is probably one of the strongest set for defense in Siege. Your stronger hitters should be on Destroy, especially if they're the main damage dealer. So yeah, nothing special. It's a little faster than usual. I think mine was around 110 speed, plus 110, but now we gave it 17 more speed. I think it's tuned with the boost. The Kinky should move. High attack, high HP, high defense, 100 res. And with good accuracy too. I really wanted a Kinky with a lot of accuracy. I think we're getting a little more here. Yeah, 15%. Because Kinky is only really obnoxious if he lands a defense break. I mean, come on. If you have a team like this and nobody lands defense break, they're not gonna get anything done. Okay, there's this tanky defense here. I'm not gonna show you guys the runes for this one because it might be like a trap or something. Who knows? I hope that it's not cleavable by like Tiana Poseidon. Tiana Peng Beck could be a good one here. I mean, it's weak against Peng Beck. There's really nothing I can do about that because Peng Beck skill 3 blocks revives. So if they go for Dominic, he dies. I can't revive Dominic. By that time, I lost. So it is weak to that. There's nothing I could do with that. I try my best to make it as best as possible. This was the last defense I made, so that tells a lot. Turn order is Iris, Dominic, and then Nigong. This is another Nat 4 defense that we're running. Turn order is the Liu Mei, the Ayunu, and then finally the Carcano. I do think Carcano is better if Carcano goes first. I think there's 1 speed difference. But this is a slow team. My runes are not that great for this. I'll show you guys the rune for this one. Here, the beta goes first. I think. I don't know how good of a passive Miles is. So he is on the shield set, so I don't know how fast he will become. But the beta is really fast on Swift Nemesis. And then the Miles is on Violent Shield. I'll show it to you guys because I do want to show some runes on this video. So there's that, right? 273 overall with the shield set. So he will gain more speed, high HP, high attack, high defense. I think more accuracy here. Yeah, skill 2 accuracy 9%. More attack as his HP goes lower. I ideally want this to be speed proportional to lost HP, but I couldn't get a good one, so that kind of sucks. I am going to reroll that attack up effect because we don't have that. And then here we're taking less damage from water. Oh, here it is. More speed as we lose our HP, and more defense and more additional damage by speed. Yeah, I'll show you the Carcano. It's on Violent Destroy. Again, Destroy runes are good. 220 speed, right? Overall, tanky, hard hitting, pretty tanky. Skill 1 crit damage, speed and attack, more crit damage is less HP. And then here we're taking less damage from water, more speed again, on target crit damage 10%, and attack proportional to lost HP. So everything's more damage and taking less damage. I mean, it's a mix. I think it is fine if you go on the entire one side, like more damage, or just tanky. But then you have to reinforce that from your rune quality. Mine is kind of in the middle, so I just got both. Or it just means I have low artifact quality, so I couldn't find the best artifacts. Yeah. So yeah, those are the 3 that I'll talk about. I think I showed you guys this one here, and this one here. Oh, there's this one as well. I think there's only 2 of us, Yan and I'm actually running it. I don't think Yan had a lot of success with it last season either, but we're trying it one more time. Mine is no near his rune quality, so I can't really hope that this will do well. This is my Iris, really slow. Look at that, 274, and the Suiki is going second, 230, right? My Suiki didn't proc. I hated it. My Suiki is so bad. Maybe it's an AI issue. I don't know. If I had the Triana on Violent 100 res. But that's about it. I hope we could do well in this tournament. I mean, it's 1v1, so we want to win these. We don't want to get second place because I do think the rewards are pretty drastically different. Well, they're not drastically different, but you do want to win and get the better rewards. So there's that. Once the tournament is over, we might change up our defenses a little depending on how they do. It's kind of sad that we are back at G1. We can't get a good sample data out of this tournament because we're going to be going against lower guilds, G1. And yeah, I mean, if our defenses win against G1 players, which we should be getting some wins, does that mean that we'll be winning against G2, G3 players? Probably not, and we don't know. So it was actually very unfortunate that we dropped so low. I think it would have been better at least if we stayed in G2, but because we dropped to G1, now it's kind of uncertain. We'll have to actually play in the next season to see how our defenses really do against, you know, higher guilds, and then we could actually start making changes. Well, making changes in the middle of the season is fine. It's just that it is better to be prepared before the season starts. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a short showcase of my new defenses, some of the runes of the defenses as well. I know I showed you guys some core defenses, like this one's pretty core. I do think that it is, my guild might not be happy with me showing this, showing the runes for this, but again, it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, it's one player. But that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you guys like to see in Summoners War, please put a comment below. I know a lot of people might be interested in the new units, but I'm pretty sure by the time I start testing them out, other content creators, Sean B, Jew Bagel, they probably would have already used all the, you know, showcased all the units. So I think I'll be pretty late to the game. But if you guys are still interested on my personal opinion on those units, and if I do get them, I will be making a video on them, and I'll try to, you know, play with them differently. If you guys watched till now, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.